What's up, everybody? This is the Classic Tycoon here, and welcome back to another episode of the Max Speed series. Today, I wanted to take a look at the side friction roller coaster. I'm interested to see what this roller coaster can do. I don't have a lot of experience with the side friction roller coaster. I don't build them very often. I did build one in the $1 Million Mission series. But it honestly wasn't too exciting. They're kind of cool. They're kind of fun to play around with. But like I said, I'm not too experienced with these, so I'm interested in seeing what it can do. So I'm going to speed through some footage here, and let's dive right into it. So they don't go very high as far as the max height is concerned with these roller coasters. So I'm going to go as high as I can possibly go here, using the mountain to help me out. And then we'll try to wrap this thing around and bring it home. So just like with all the other roller coasters, I'm going to make it go all the way underground. That way we can get the maximum amount of speed possible out of this thing. Alright, so it's built. The maximum speed of its chain lift is only 4 miles per hour, so this thing really crawls as it goes up. Just made some adjustments to the station platform, and now it is good to go. So let's see what happens here. Alright, so... Oh. There's a problem I did not know I would be encountering with the side friction roller coaster. So, good thing we tested it out. So, we're going to have to make some adjustments here and make sure that the roller coaster is not going at a high enough speed to fly off the track. I didn't even know that was possible with the side friction roller coaster. I figured it was more of similar to the wooden roller coaster, where it's really locked onto the track. So let's rethink this thing and try again. It's pretty interesting. There's only a pretty small amount of roller coasters that will actually do this in the game. I can think the bobsled roller coaster will do that if you're not careful. The flying turns, which is essentially the same thing as a bobsled coaster almost. And then obviously the dinghy slide, you can have some problems there. I had no idea that you could fly off the track with a side friction roller coaster. It's always a fun surprise when something like that happens to you and you're not actually expecting it. Alright, so we made our adjustments. Let's try this thing again. Keep an eye on that speed at the bottom there. Here we go. So that made it just fine. 74 is the max speed I caught, and here we go again. So that hill is not large enough to stop the roller coaster. I did put brakes at the top just to be safe, but obviously the roller coaster just went flying off the track before it even hit the brakes. So we're going to bring it as high as it can possibly go, and we're going to try this one more time. But we do know that the max speed now is 74 miles per hour, so that's not the problem. Now the problem is just getting this roller coaster to go. When I went into this, I was like, man, this is gonna be a quick video. These are quick and easy to make, and then I run into all these problems with this roller coaster, and it ends up being this big ordeal. All right, 74 miles per hour again was our max speed. Looks like we made it to the top okay. And the roller coaster is finally ready to go. We'll check out our ratings and see what happens here. I am interested to see what our ratings look like. The lateral G's are in the red. All right, not bad. So 5.5 excitement rating roughly, and a very high intensity rating above a 9. But you know, we can work with that. People will gladly ride this roller coaster, I think. So that is good. It'll help generate some revenue for this this interesting park that we have here. So let's get some guests riding on this thing. And a roller coaster like this, I think, will be affected a lot more by guests riding it and the speed. So we will check out the speed of the roller coaster as guests are on it. I do just make some quick changes to the park here, but we'll check out what the how the guests affect this roller coaster when they ride it. So let's see. Let's check out the first full load here. So we've got one going up. We've got a couple of them here going up. So we'll look at the speed and see if that affected the speed in any way. So we made it. I thought it said 77 miles per hour. Oh gosh. Wow, there goes another one. Oh no. And third time's the charm, I guess. All right, plenty of people passing away on our roller coaster. I think that's enough of that. Let's make one more adjustment to this roller coaster to make sure that the guests aren't dying. I don't think they're going to be too happy, though, that this roller coaster crashed and now I'm rebuilding it. But I'm not rebuilding the entire thing from scratch just so that the guests will be happy to ride it. So let's make this a little bit longer of a track so it loses speed. We're going to go up the mountainside here is what I'm going to do now. Make sure that the roller coaster goes up here. And this shouldn't have any problems. Crossing our fingers here. Man, what a headache this roller coaster has been. Obviously, I'm speeding through a lot of this build. Wait, this took a long time, of course. So, we got to add another chain lift to make sure that the roller coasters actually make it up that hill. This should do it. This should work. and we should be able to open it up. And guests are going to be concerned about the roller coaster not being safe, but a lot of them actually will still ride it. So as long as it generates a little bit of revenue, it'll help to make sure we never run out of cash as we go toward, building every roller coaster in the game, or as many as we possibly can in this park, to see how fast we can get these roller coasters to go. That was a scary moment right there. You just saw the block breaks right there saved it, though. So I think we are safe here. All right. I do a couple more adjustments to everything here that I'm just going to speed through. But yeah, it seems like everything's good and running well. You did see that the roller coaster reached 77 miles per hour while the guests were riding it. But I'm just going to leave it at 74 miles per hour max speed. That's what the actual stats say. So that's what I'm going to leave it at for now. Watching it with the guests, it does make it just fine. So this roller coaster is good to go. A longer episode than it probably needed to be, but that's all right. I'm glad everyone is safe now in our roller coaster. Damn it.